Hello friends, welcome to the Angular 8 tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn what is the routing in Angular 8 and how this routing works in Angular. So basically, routing is a mechanism that is used to communicate between the component. Like I want to redirect to a page in the Angular, then this communication happen using the routing basically. So based on the routing, it show the respective page on the browser, or we can say like Angular 8 router use to navigate between the views or page that triggered by the user action. Like if I click on the button and we want to redirect to the different page on the button click, then that navigation is done by the routing. So basically the navigation or view change happen when the user click on the link, or he click on the button, or directly enter the URL on the browser. So every view change can bring the param of data from the previous view to the next view. So that is done by the routing, and this basically routing import from the Angular slash router package, basically it from the Angular router library. And this routing is basically a component based architecture. So that is basically like component based architecture means it communicate between the component. So that's why it is a component based architecture. And in Angular 8 basically it used Angular router only once as per the one router service instance, that is singleton. As we know, the singleton meaning like it create only one instance of the element. And the Angular router is a JavaScript router built and maintained by the Angular core team. And the Angular router is a core part of the Angular platform basically, and it enable developer to build single page application like SPA, and with multiple view and allow navigate between these view. Like on the one application we have different component, and through that component it call to the particular HTML and show on the browser. So basically navigation between the view it happen using the router only. So basically why routing is necessary in Angular? So basically in Angular it doesn't know about the URL. Like if we are going to give any the URL in the Angular, it don't know the definition of the URL, because Angular is a component based architecture. Basically it communicate through the component, not the page wise, and it navigate through component using router, as I told. Like in other web application, what we do, we just search for the URL on the browser, and that URL navigate to the different page, so that but in Angular 8 page doesn't exist, only a component exists. So to overcome that problem, that router came in the picture in the Angular 8, and based on that component it navigate to the respective URL. So basically what Angular routing allow us to do. So these are the some points which Angular routing allow us to do, like redirect a URL to the another URL, resolve data before page loaded, and run script when page activate or deactivate. And lazing loading is also a part of this application. It means like as per the user request it load the specific component. So basically it's a lazy load part of the Angular. So that is basically about the Angular 8, that what is the definition of Angular 8 is that. And now we will see how Angular routing works in Angular 8. So basically like if a user click on the button and navigate to the page, then this navigation happen using the router. But how this router implement this logic, like on through button click to the showing the page on the browser, how it works. So there are some steps through that it navigate to the page. So basically first is the parse the URL. Like I'm going to give a URL and I want to navigate to the page, or user click on the button and he want to redirect to the page. So first it parse the URL. Like when user asks to navigate to the specific page, then first Angular router take the URL, and then router parse it as a URL tree. Like how in which manner it parse this URL and how which manners it make the tree. So there are some, like if it is a slash, then slash divide URL segments. If it parenthesis specify secondary route, like it exists the parenthesis, then it make it as a secondary route. If colon exists, then it specified as a router outlet. And if it there a semicolon exists, then it is defined as a matrix parameter, like there is a matrix parameter. If it is a question mark, then query string parameter, like we already know about the query string parameter with the question mark in the, because we have seen this question mark in web application as well. And hashtag is basically fragmentation, like if it is a hash, it divide to that tree. And double slash separate multiple secondary routes. So these are the things based on that Angular route parse the URL into the tree. And in the coming videos we will learn more about what is the routing outlet, metric parameter, all these things in the briefly. And the next step comes redirect, like after the parsing the URL into the tree. So before navigate to the URL, basically it Angular check some validation for that URL. Like there are two kind of redirect can be, like first is the local redirect, when redirect doesn't start with the slash, then it replaces single URL segment, like path is the one, then it redirect to the two. And the next is the absolute redirect, when the redirect start with the slash, then it replace the entire URL, like it contain a slash then. So this is the two way of redirect in the routing, and at a time one redirect applied. So that is the thing about the redirect. So first step is the parsing, then next is the redirect, then after that it check the routing state, like in which URL we are going to navigate, then it identify the router state, that it is the correct or not. So like Angular router traverse the URL tree, as in the first step we have made the tree while parsing the URL. So it traverses the URL tree and matches the URL segment against the path, like it verify, as the path is given, it verify with the parse tree that we have done and configured in the router configuration, like internally in the router configuration it check the path, like while matching this, if it match, then it check the child root, like the child tree of that, and matches the remaining URL segment until the full path doesn't match. And any of this, if it is not matching, then the router backtrack to the find a match, and then next sibling it find the root. Like in a tree we can see, like there is a left child and the right child, first it check to the left child and check until it is not matching. If it is matching, then it what it do, it go to the backtrack, and where it is matching, then go to the left or right node, respective to that it identify until the full path doesn't match. So after identifying the path, it check the guard. Next step comes as a guard or run guard. Guard means basically this guard segment is work like a guard in Angular application, like it's check like the particular URL which want to navigate a particular page, he is authorized to that URL or not, or apart from this it check the validation, like on the page I have given some validation, it that user has fulfilled all the validations or not. So we basically we can add guard to the route config to handle these kind of scenario. So after this step, resolve comes, like it resolve the required data to the router steps. And the next comes is the activate, like it activate Angular component to the display page, like everything is done, like we have identified the root, and we have identified like the authorization for the use. So after all this step, it activate the specific component to display on the browser. So now a component is activated. After this component activated, we have seen our page on the browser. So router check if there is any new request is coming after this page redirection, based on that it do the needful and it the manage. So that is the logic behind the routing, that how it work. So that is basically all about the routing, that what is the routing and how it work in the Angular 8. If you have any question, please comment. Thank you.